Nikki and Josh, we thank you for having us, okay? We're excited to be here to share everything and this entire day with you. It was really cool seeing you on the roof. Little concerned with how you got there, but all things forgotten, you're alive, like, right? You're here, so we're good. All right, so these wedding speeches, right? There's like a formula, if I'm correct, right? Like little bit of sentimentality, some humor, and just a lot of heart. So this is my attempt at this, right? While half of you present here today were also just at my wedding, which was just in November, please bear with me. For those of you that were not at my wedding, Nikki gave a little story. And so my story goes along with what Nikki had said. So I'm just going to recap a little bit. So during Nikki's speech, she explained the first time that we met. During that instance, in a very endearing video that is on Facebook, if you would like to see it, Nikki is holding me for the very first time. And you watch this like 1.5-year-old, absolutely adorable little girl holding a brand new baby, which, I mean, in all honesty, you couldn't tell what it is. You're just like, oh, baby, cute. All right, and she's holding me. She's literally like sticking her fingers in my mouth. You know that soft spot? Yeah, right in there, just all over. All right, being a 1.5-year-old. And she's just holding me, and she's like, my baby. And then she looks at my mom, and my mom sits right in front of her, and my mom says something to her, and Nikki, she's like, wait, she's yours? And her eyes get huge, which is a thing to say. And she, in that moment, you can just see that full realization. Oh, because it didn't mean that it was really my mom's. It meant that I was hers. So here's a little emphasis on another story in which, and most of you probably saw her announcement of my pregnancy, which just said, I'm going to be an aunt, okay? Yes, thank you. I know, you're so excited. I love it. But that sense of ownership extends, obviously, far past that. And it actually is my name, Shelly. It's my nickname, of course. See, my parents named me Michelle. Well, Nikki thought that everybody's middle name was Lee, and so it turned from Michelle to Michelle. Therefore, she also named me, so thank you. So, Nikki really said it all at my wedding, and I will absolutely reiterate this to the day that I die, because we know Nikki and I may end up Grey Gardens, like, we don't know, but Joey and I are already making jokes about it. But my life and who I am and who I've become and will be is so entangled with who Nikki is that there are times I don't know where I start and she ends. So, that's it. It just encompasses it. So, Joshua Eric. So this one, my brother, lover of all things One Piece, the man who probably uses a little bit too much coconut oil and also spends way too much on spices. I love you. It's fair, right. So the first time I met him, I do remember quite clearly. Nikki, she felt a sense of ownership of me in my life. I've always felt like her protector. And so sometimes, mostly against herself, is what I was protecting her from, Nikki and still is a very sensitive soul. She has enough emotions to carry the world, and I mean, most of you are Facebook friends with her, so you've seen her posts. So I approached my meeting a boyfriend of Nikki's with caution and judgment at best, right? So Nikki has this tendency though, and I'm sure you've all experienced this, where she like talks people up. Like Nikki, she's like, Shelly, greatest person ever. I know exactly that you'll love him. He's amazing, and he buys organic. I know you'll love him. Like that's the convincing factor for me. Great, right? Selling point, right? It was good. All right, she tried. So these are things I don't really listen to because I always like to enter into without my own judgments and so on and so forth. All I know is this is a man, has a small dog, and I was not a small dog person. I'm a big dog person. I've got a black lab, all right? So he was kind of at a loss already. So we talk, he's nice enough, but I just, okay, cool. He's not a liar, so that's great, right? He's honest, but I was just like, okay, cool. But it wasn't until Nikki got sober. And I mean truly sober. This is the part. And I see this human. It's the baby. Can we just blame the baby on this one? Come on. All right. So, she gets truly sober, and I see him for who he actually is, this like immensely loving guy that just, he's generous, he's steadfast, and he like goes face-to-face battle with literally the most confrontational person I've ever met. Okay, trust me, I grew up with it. And he does it every day. But he does it with like grace and love and kindness, and teaches that and imparts that onto Nikki, thank God. And we've always known, and he's genuinely helped her become the woman that we've known that she's always and should always be and will be. So Josh, I don't know how to thank you. I love you more than I'll be able to convey. Hopefully these tears will help, right? And I'm so grateful to God and the universe and that you came into my sister's life. You're the best thing to happen to her really since my birth. So maybe a couple of things here and there, but really definitely since my birth, okay? So everybody here knows you all, knows them as individuals, obviously, and before they met, and you can all attest to the love, the generosity, and the kindness in their hearts, in addition to the stubbornness, argumentativeness, and sometimes pouty nature, but mostly we know that love, kindness, and generosity. And those qualities only amplified, the good ones, of course, when you two met, and have made the world a better place, and I couldn't be happier for it, because now I know that my little one is gonna be in a better place, and is gonna have an amazing aunt and uncle and little cousins as well. So for the record, also, I love Salvo and Ace, okay? I like little dogs now, all right? I am now a holistic dog lover, so thank you for that in addition, okay? Right. So before I do end this speech, of course, and I promise I won't cry anymore, all right? There's just a little marriage advice, I've been married longer than these two, so I know some things. And the big thing is just be grateful every day. And I mean, some days it's really hard. And those are the days when maybe you count to 100 and then you're like, okay, he has nice eyes. And, you can say, Josh finally will listen to you when you say you need to hire an outside service. Or when Nikki finally relents and realizes that she is just hungry and not actually angry. So just be grateful. And it's never about what you don't have in this life. It's about what you're already given. And right now I feel like this is a huge testament to how much you have right now. And that's it. Like this moment, like just be grateful. So now a toast, and don't drink too much because you only have one glass, remember, but a toast to this beautiful couple, Mr. and Mrs. Silver. Now you can actually have a baby doll of your own and name her or him whatever you want. So congratulations. All right. Cheers. Water.
Very nice. Thank you, Shelly. And next, I'd like to call up our best man. Here's Adam.
Good evening, everyone. First, I'd like to welcome you all, and I think we should thank Josh and Nikki, mostly Nikki, for putting this all together. They did an amazing job. We love you so much. You're incredible. Yeah, so for those who don't know me, I'm Adam, one of Josh's 4 siblings, and also his favorite sibling. Haley, this is my speech, Haley.
Hi everyone, I'm Haley. I'm Josh's younger sister and also the favorite sibling. So I'm gonna actually
I disagree. I'm Josh's favorite sibling. We go way back. We have deep-rooted bonds in One Piece, Ragnarok, and coffee. Plus, I've known him like 6 years longer than you.
Whatever. Josh and I share a love of horribly dancing very passionately together, and that transcends the ages, so I'm sorry. But you know what?
Also,
this isn't about you and me. It's about Josh and Nikki. Let's do another toast. Cheers!
The story of Josh and Nikki, how wonderful. It's spelled with 6 letters, Tinder. So for those of you who are not familiar, Tinder is basically the wild, wild west of the millennial dating scene. I wouldn't be a good engineer if I didn't share any numbers for you. But roughly 80% of women on Tinder fight for the top 22% of men. Men swipe right about 46% of the time, and women only 14%. And only about 13% of women or people who meet on Tinder actually get married.
So you need to be a pretty lucky person to find someone that you like and then actually want to marry from Tinder. And our poor, sweet Josh has never been an inherently lucky person.
No, remember when he bought a house and then a week later Hurricane Irma hits?
Yeah. But the house was okay, and that deserves another toast.
Another toast.
Cheers!
However, on one such night, Josh, endlessly digging through all the entrenchments of Tinder, happened to swipe right on Nikki. And he just got so lucky enough that they shared mutual friends. Kind of once a crazy coincidence. We think that Josh is pretty lucky that one time.
And then I got to be the first silver to actually meet Nikki. And I'm so happy I did. Right away, I saw her intelligence, her amazing sense of humor. Nikki and I have had so many nights where we just stay up till 2 a.m. talking about anything and everything. Our souls connect in such a wonderful way. And most importantly, I saw that she understands Josh in a way that I don't think I've ever seen anyone else understand him. And I've only seen that bond grow and my love for Nikki grow in the 3 years that I've gotten to know her.
Yeah, I mean, they're really an amazing couple. You guys are just side by side by each other, and Nikki's gone through incredible and overcome incredible obstacles, and Josh's own obstacles, and you each were by each other's sides, and you're just an amazing couple and always have each other's backs. And so like Dad says, it's pretty much better to be lucky. Sometimes better to be lucky than good. You got real lucky, so don't mess this up, okay?
Josh and Nikki, we love you so, so much. Congratulations. Cheers!
Well, thank you for holding back, everybody. I have a little bit of dignity left that I didn't expect after those toasts. But Nikki lost her voice tonight, so I'll be toasting for both of us, but this is for everybody. We wanted to thank you guys so much for coming. Nikki and I are so honored to have all of our favorite people here with us today. I hope you guys like our decor tonight. Nikki's been planning this wedding since she was still in the womb. It's not true. I just wanted to say that. And I had to sell my only Bitcoin to afford the flowers, so you're welcome. I'm so incredibly grateful. I'm so incredibly grateful to everyone that helped us make tonight happen. I'm thankful to Dan and Deb for finding us this perfect venue. I'm thankful to my dad and my family for braving the Florida crocodile pits to come today. And I'm thankful for the love and support we've received from every single one of you, our friends and family. And I'm most internally thankful to Nikki for the hundreds of hours she put into making tonight happen. So my first toast of the night is to all of us agreeing to have a ton of fun tonight, dancing our shoes off and celebrating love. Next. Over the last 3 years, I've learned many key relationship lessons. Always carry snacks with you or face the hanger. Don't take her to a puppy store just to look unless you're totally ready to adopt a puppy. Back rubs can get you out of trouble 95% of the time. Thank God I'm a chiropractor. And don't ask her to go running at 8 a.m. And don't ask her serious conversations until she's had coffee. But in all honesty, Nikki has shown me how truly awesome love can be. It's something better than what you ever imagined. It's terrifying, but simultaneously comforting. It's about finding your soul's reflection. It's about having someone you can tell the little things to. It's about always having that faithful partner in crime. And it's my most sincerest hope that everyone in the world can at some point experience this deepness of emotion. My second toast of the night is to the uniquely human phenomenon of love. Cheers. Lastly, over the last few weeks, Nikki and I have had a terrible case of Murphy's Law. Everything that can go wrong will. It's been very stressful on us, and just when we thought things couldn't get any worse, all of a sudden things started to turn around and got so much better. Every problem we ran into was eventually met with a much better solution, and it's retaught me a lesson on hope. Because when one door closes, 3 more open, always. It's a law of the universe. And it can be so hard and so scary to watch a door close and walk away from that. But when you know that there's another door that's opening, sometimes it makes it easier to watch that door close. So, my last toast of the night is about always being optimistic, always being positive, always having hope, and never stop looking for that silver lining. Cheers.